Hey, what's up guys? So I ended up yesterday getting the rest of these beams bolted to the posts, changed the bolting pattern a little bit on these other ones. Take a look at this. Like one kind of in the center, one left, one right, you know, whatever. I don't think it really matters as long as they're bolted on there pretty good. Did not tighten it down yet. I'm gonna wait, you know, it's like finger tight, but I'm gonna wait till I really cinch it down till after I get all the joists up. But these rim joists are both 78 inches, so the faces of all my notches are 78 inches. So should be a pretty sure bet that all the joists should be, you know, 78 inches long, and they should go in there just fine. But I'm gonna put a bunch of joists in there, probably 8 or 9, and there's gonna be, planning on putting one trap door sort of behind this post. There's gonna be a trap door that kind of comes up from the floor right there. So that's the plan. Here we go. So I got my stack of joists here ready for cutting. And of course there's my alarm. Multitasking here. Check this out. When I got started digging the holes for those posts for the tree fort, also got started planting a bunch of trees. Over here got a couple peaches, a couple plum trees, and behind this big pile of brush, which I haven't burnt up yet, there's a pecan sticking up in front of that cedar. Yep, giving them all a good deep watering. Here's one of the peaches. Ranger peach. Little privacy screen there with some cypress. If the dog doesn't dig them all up. Anyway, back to cutting these joists. Then I think I'm going to do the same thing I did yesterday with those rim joists and screw up a couple of 2x4s on top just to set it in place while I hang it. Oh, there's where that other pencil went.
The pencil comment may have made more sense if I didn't cut this footage from the previous video.
Pencil. No freaking pencil.
A woodworker hunting for his pencil is like a wife looking for her phone.
Where's the pencil?
It's always missing, and it's usually right where we left it.
Pencil, pencil, pencil. Gotta go find the pencil. Uh-oh. Oh. Tight fit.
Turns out there's a bit of technique with these joist hangers. I never really do this kind of stuff, so while it might be obvious to some of y'all, it wasn't to me. And the first few that I put up, I just popped a nail in on one side, squeezed the hanger tight, then popped a nail in the other side. What ended up working even better than messing with those little spike tabs was to squeeze the hanger tight to begin with so that it hugs onto the joist, then popping in all the nails.
And time for the next tree.
Side benefit of the 2x4 to hold the joist in place is that it makes the top of the joist flushed up with the top of the beam.
This flushes up perfectly with this one that's a little bit. This is kind of where I'm going to put the tree, the trap door, and the line here just make it a little easier to align the joist once I have that hanging. Found that was kind of helpful to have that. Maybe I'll use one of these as a little tripod. See how this works instead of holding it in my mouth. Maybe that'll be, whoa, a little better. You got in trouble, didn't you, Thunder? Had to get tied up. We got the idea for the treehouse after reading Swiss Family Robinson. And the boys really wanted a treehouse with rope ladders that you could only get up into if you had the ladder. Nice tight fit. Perfect. See what lined up over here. Could I get through that? Oh yeah. That'll be fine.
Back to the story. Read the book, kids loved it, and they're all, "Dad, can you build us a treehouse?" And even though this is kind of out of my wheelhouse, I barely know which end of the joist to put the hanger, I said the same thing any self-respecting dad would say when the kids want something. A firmly, non-committal, slightly evasive, maybe, we'll see. There's actually a really good reason for such a stereotypical man answer. Typically, it comes down to money and or time. Even when the money's right, sometimes the time isn't. For example, they once asked me to make a wooden sword and shield. I thought, great, easy, simple, cheap. I said, sure, no problem. Wrong answer. The morning coffee hadn't even done its trick yet, and it's all, "Dad, where's the sword?" Another great tactic, by the way, is a yes, let's do it together and I'll need your help, which is pretty much what this whole project has turned into. They've been helping with 1 or 2 nails, and then they're off fighting the Viking invaders again.
There we go.
Getting the top edge of the joist even and flushed up with the top of the beam was especially important on the far side where those 2 boards of the beam are all out of whack. That's the area where I had to plane to get it to sit into the notch correctly. And now I'm making a cross piece to set between those 2 joists to frame out for the trap door. Unfortunately, those cutoffs on the ground were not quite long enough, so I had to start dicing up a full length board. I was trying to get this whole thing maybe not finished, but at least safely usable by Christmas. We have a Christmas party every year, and I wanted all the kids to be able to get up there and play and have a good time. And I knew it was going to be tough, but I'll say my wife has a lot more confidence in me than I do. We had one Saturday of no plans, no sports or anything, and she was like, "Oh yeah, just go out there and finish the treehouse."
So now we got this piece lined up to that cut. I guess maybe I'll put a screw in just to hold it in place. I got some 3.5 spiral nails, and that should be really good for this, I think. Some deck nails really is what they are. And we'll come sink a few from this side. Those are 3.5 inch, so that should hold pretty good. So here's the trapdoor section all framed out, basically the rough framing anyway. For now, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish putting joists up through the rest of this thing and call it a day. Catch you guys on the next one.